That's about right. And so actually a larger average. So it's an office that our goal and kind of the way that we operate, or kind of the way that I describe it, is we work in 3 different ways, right? One being out. So we communicate out information to the states and to the stakeholders in terms of communicate out to the states. You know, the president's still kind of figuring out how to sign those. I think we just signed number 200 here. So those in terms of every day carrying out what the president's agenda is and the promises that we made. The direct list, as DBC knows, Domestic Policy Council knows, when the president gave a speech and when he was talking to people, whether it be back in the clip line or whether it be from the podium, and he said, "I promise that we are going to get this done." There was a long list of things that we kept to make sure, and we are checking them off every single day. We got a lot of them knocked out early. There's still a lot of them that are a little more intricate that we'll continue to work on. But I'm here to assure you that as someone who works with the states to get this implemented, that we are every day checking off the president's promises. I have a meeting with the president here at the Oval at 11, and so Finley over here, who runs my life and our office's life, is keeping me on tap. But I have time for 1 or 2 questions, so I'm happy to answer.
Thank you. Yes, so you are definitely right.
Sorry about that, but for school board races across the country, we could really use some help. So if he could maybe look at endorsing school board candidates, that is my request.
No, especially the school board side of things, obviously he doesn't typically go to school board, but we understand the importance as it is. Obviously, as you all know, we have our last ever Secretary of Education. And so it's a funny role that Secretary McMahon gets to play. And she always talks about how it's kind of a weird job that I have to sort of remove myself through this, but she's taking it on really well. And so with school boards, we all know it's important, right? As you all know, school choice is something that's been very important to the president. It's been something we've been working on, but yes, the best thing you can do is what you were all doing, I'm sure, too, is making sure that, as you all know, and this is something that we're working on very intricately, is we are a new branch that we've kind of developed in our office that a lot of you may or may not know, is we never really worked hand in hand with state legislatures. We worked with them, and it's kind of been a receiving office more.